You see this wall behind me? It's expansive, it's blank, and it's prime book real estate. You know what I'm saying? I bought a bunch of Billy bookcases to line this entire wall, and we're gonna do that today. You guys are currently sitting on my rainbow shelves, and things in this room are going to change. Behind me is gonna be my new XXL rainbow bookshelves. I'm not giving up the rainbow. I love it too much. Then you can see my book cart is there. And then there is currently my black and white bookshelves. Those are going to become my series bookshelves. I have like my manga together, a couple of series up the top of my shelves, Harry Potter, etc. But none of my like interconnected standalones are together. For example, the Part of Your World series, the When in Rome series, the Mile High series. Those are all in their respective colors individually because they're not a series that has to be read in order. But due to that, I am forgetting which series I am in the middle of that I have the extra books of. Also, for example, books like Flawless by Elsie Silver or the Eden series by Devony Perry. I only have book 1. So for the time being, they will stay on the rainbow bookshelves, and then if I get the rest of the series, they will move to the series bookshelves. And then bookshelves you're on, my current rainbow bookshelves, are becoming my black and white bookshelves. I've bought the shelves. The only other thing that I have purchased for this situation are, these are the twinkle lights that I got that are on my bookshelves now. I bought 3 packs of them. Here they are. I'm going to use 2 on that shelf and then probably 1 over here. Oh, there's I think only 1 pack on the bookshelves that you guys are on. And then I have throughout my shelves some, where is it? Some of these like gold stands. These are very hot gold, and I actually don't love how they look on my black and white shelves. So I'm gonna still use them, of course, but I also purchased some of these just clear acrylic book stands, or I think they're for plates, if I'm being honest with you. But those are the only things that I have purchased for this. I scoured my house last night for some tchotchke shit that I can use to decorate my shelves. I don't drink like hot drinks, and I own 3 mugs that have been gifted to me. I'm like, okay, we can repurpose those. For example, I have this one that looks like a cauldron, and I repurposed it to have my annotating supplies in it. So I ran around the house, grabbed some stuff like that, and yeah, we are going to get started here in a little bit. It's only 9 a.m. I'm going to decompress for a minute, maybe eat a little breakfast. I'm not really a breakfast person, but I think it may be necessary in this instance to be a little bit fueled. I'm already kind of roasty toasty, so I am wearing like a tank top and shorts, but I do have a sweatshirt on over top in case I get cold. But I am like both excited and apprehensive to do this. I'm a little bit stressed. I'll probably be putting my hair up because I will be getting sweaty. I already know I'm going to be so sore by the end of the day. All of the shelves are in my living room right now. We have 3 of the standard sized Billy bookcases and then 2 of the half size. And so the plan is like standard, small, standard, small, standard. And then like on my rainbow bookshelves, the center, like the small ones will be kind of like a trophy shelf, a display of like some favorite books. But with that being said, I think it's time to jump into it. I am so excited. I'll probably show you guys some of me building the bookshelves, but it's probably going to take a while because I have 5 shelves to build. And if you probably can't tell, maybe if I stand next to my TBR card. I'm small. I am only 4'11". My husband just left for work, so it's going to take some real effort to be slinging and slanging the bookshelves around. So first thing I'm going to do, actually, we can show you guys the overview of the room. Okay, I made this room for you guys today. Like, I made my bed, which I don't usually do. So when you walk in, this is the books I just hauled. I felt that was no, hey, there's me in the bathroom. There's our bathroom. I thought there was no use in me putting them away, but we have a mirror there with my Winnie the Pooh hat, my rainbow bookshelves, which this is where the black and white shelves are going to be. And then this huge wall of nothing is going to be the rainbow bookshelves. And then we have this, which is going to become my black and white bookshelves. And I think I'm going to move my TBR cart here while we're working. I think that is the plan. Got one shelf down. I haven't put like the inner shelves in, but it's in its spot. I'm not sure if it's gonna go really that far over yet, but just for now I'm gonna do that, and then I'll check in with you guys when all the shelves are done, because that one just took me 20 minutes and I'm not filming all of them. Okay guys, we are over halfway done. We have 3 of 5 shelves built. We have one more small and one more big, and then we're done. My hip is hurting so bad. I don't know what that's about. I have the fan on. I am sweating. My hair had to go in a bun. We're doing it to it, but I'm to the point where I don't need the instructions. After the first one, I didn't really need the instructions. I just double checked that there was nothing different about the middle one. I will admit I put this and one of the other shelves on upside down. So that was something that happened, but once the books are on the shelves, you're not going to be able to notice. And I wasn't undoing it all. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go get the last box for the small shelf, get that in, and then it'll be great. Okay guys, we did it. Technically I could probably fit one more small, but we don't have that and we're not going to. If in the future I need it, we can add it. But here are the shelves. Here's the unit. And I have to show you guys something embarrassing. You are connected to my tall tripod, so I'm not going to disconnect you, but I'm just going to carry you over one moment. This is the reality of all of this IKEA nonsense. I need to get all of this stuff out to the garage, so let's go. To hear it, but oh my god. So the worst part about having to bring all of that recycling out, also it is now 12:30. I don't know exactly what time I started this. We can check. Here started at 10, so it took me 2.5 hours to build 5 shelves, and I do think that it took me almost as long to carry the shelves into my bedroom from the living room as it did to build them. Like, that shit was so rough, but my hip hurts so bad. So I think I'm gonna take a 30-minute break until 1. I did have a bagel for breakfast, but my hip hurts so bad. I did take some pain medicine, but what I was gonna say is, so the twinkle lights that I have, the plug is quite obnoxious. So I do have something coming from Amazon today. It is, I'll show you when it gets here, but it's basically like a plug that you can plug a USB in that's flat instead of being like sticking out, because the plug is this USB here that sticks straight out like this, so it won't be able to plug in with the shelves in front of the thing. We do have one plug over by the, like in that corner by the window, and then there's one behind this shelf. So it'll be fine. We will get it taken care of whenever the Amazon package comes. I do have one book coming in the mail today from Amazon, so I'll show you that when it gets here. And I think my plan of action is to do these shelves first, because these are going to be my rainbow shelves, and then what's on my my current rainbow shelves will then move my black books on, and then we will move my series onto my black shelves. So I think that's the best way to do it, to not have to have piles all over the house, which I think is good. Plans of action of how we're going to organize it. This I'm hoping to be my TBR shelf, so that when I'm filming TBR videos, I can film them like this, and you will be able to see all of the TBR. So that's that. These skinny ones will be my like display shelves, whether it's books or knickknacks, whatever. And then we have these 3 shelves. I'm hoping to be able to really spread out and showcase more of like my favorite books. And we're gonna do rainbow order. On my shelves now, it's one goes red to like purple, like this way, and one goes up. It's just gonna go straight down. It's just what's gonna be easiest. And I am, like I said, so like I don't have the toppers. Maybe someday I will get the toppers, and then each color can have its own spot: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Because right now there's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple would work, but pink. So my plan is I'm gonna do red, pink, orange, and yellow combined, green, blue, purple. Purple is actually my least popular book color, but there's just no good way to really do this, like, and keep it in rainbow order and do that. You know, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the current plan of action. But I am going to, I think, rest until 1 o'clock, and then we will get started. I'll probably start here with the TBR books. I do have my books that I just hauled that are on the floor that we will put in. And again, if there is something, I'm like looking directly at the top of my haul books, is Delilah Green Does Not Care or Doesn't Care. I don't have the rest of the series, so for now it'll just go on the shelf where its color is, because sometimes I do, like I have the whole Windy City series and I haven't read it. I have the whole Well Met series and I haven't read it. But most of the time I don't buy a whole series. I'll just buy book 1 and see if I like it. So if I only have book 1, it'll go on the rainbow shelves until I get the rest of the series. So that'll be the course of action. And then my black and white shelves, it's gonna be just, as I said, black and white. I'm gonna maybe try to do it ombre, like black at the top down to white. Or maybe I'll do brown at the top, because brown is, or I don't really have enough brown books to, brown and tan maybe, and then white and then black. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm excited to see how that looks. And then, like I said, we will add in all of the knickknacks. I do have a bunch of coffee table books in the living room that I can add to like the top. Not that you guys really see that. Like on my rainbow shelves now, it's my McDonald's shrine. But I have a bunch of like my Munchling plushies from Disney. I have way more that aren't in here. And I do have a bunch of other just like random shit that can be added. And worst case scenario, if I don't feel like they are looking good, then we will put a pause on the video and finish it up maybe tomorrow with a trip to Goodwill or like, I almost said Home Depot, Home Goods, and get more stuff. But that's the current plan of action, and I'm excited. My fingers, I don't know if you can tell how red they are. Like, oh my god, my thumbs hurt. But I don't know what the deal is with my hip. Usually my left hip is my hip that I have issues with, but for some reason my right hip is like in excruciating amounts of pain. So like I said, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go sit for 30 minutes and then we'll jump right back into it. I'm so excited. Okay, it's been a bit less than 30 minutes, but I felt revived. But look what arrived. Rewind it back. So the reason I ordered this, even though I haven't read any of the series, is because I saw that they're only doing one run of these covers, and I have the rest of the series in this style of cover. And I would have been literally so mad if I was unable to get the new book in that cover. So of all the books that I had on the floor, I put them in piles on the bed here for color wise, but we are just gonna get started, and we're gonna tip you up a little because we are gonna be starting on this top shelf with my red colored unread books. So I am just gonna start by bringing them all over, and then we will style them. Okay, so I pulled out the things that were series within the red spines, which was these three. This is a Christmas series, the Love Life Farm series, and the Windy City series. So we can pull those out, and then I did style the, well, I'm gonna add like tchotchke shit on there, but for now, I picked two books that I thought were like really pretty. I think Real by Kennedy Ryan is stunning, and then this one I think is a really cool cover. So this shelf is going to be pink, and then this is going to be orange and yellow. So we're gonna move into pink, and I don't have a whole ton of pink unread books currently, so we'll see how this goes. Well, this was really empty, so I wanted to make sure that with my cupcake there that would look cute, and it does. So we have the orange and yellow, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do green, blue, purple, and we'll figure out the center ones, like the display shelves, at the end. Oh wait, is there anything I needed to add from over here? No, I just have blues and purples. Oh, and a green. Just actually gonna toss these on their respective shelves so that I don't forget about them. The only thing about blue is probably gonna blend into purple, which is fine. There's just so much blue, and I've determined that's because every genre uses blue. So let's continue. Okay, these are my rainbow unread books. I think it looks amazing. Now I am going to do this part, which is going to be all of my red books. The bed is looking ridiculous, but it's all good. Okay, as we can see, we do have quite a bit of gappage and such within the shelves, which is completely fine. I expected that. That's kind of the point, is that I want to be able to grow into these shelves. I didn't want them to be completely full to the max, because if that's the case, then it's just going to be another issue of the second I get more books, we're screwed. So I am going in with these books that are like my favorites. Evelyn Hugo can go by the greens. I have my regular edition of the Measure and then my special edition of the Measure to go there. Up by red, we will put Hidden Pictures because it's my favorite thriller of all time. Then we will put Funny Story. It's my favorite Emily Henry right here. Then I'm just gonna grab it, even though technically it's one of my books that I read this month, but I've read some freaking bangers this month that are gonna be going in here. So like just for now I will put them, which is Say You'll Remember Me by Miss Emily Henry. And I will be moving my McDonald's display onto this shelf in a moment, but just for right now we're doing this, getting everything situated, and then Promise Me Sunshine by Tara Bostone. It's for sure gonna go there. So we've got that situated, and then that looks so good. I'm so excited. So then for this shelf, I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to leave anything that is a neutral color. Like I have my Diet Coke purse, I have a book candle. I have stuff that's like decorative over here that like I'm probably gonna keep over there just because it fits color-wise. But I'm gonna find some stuff to put on these shelves that is colorful. That is my current plan of action, and I'm gonna put all of like my little decorative things on these shelves. So let's go. Okay, I do think that that is going to be the rainbow shelves done. I think they look amazing. I think they obviously look a lot less empty once like I add all of the like bits and bobs. So I think I'm very excited about that, and I think now we are going to move in to over here to the black and white shelves. I do need to remove all of the series off of it. I'll probably just toss them on the bed because that's where all the current series nonsense is. But that's going to be what I'm going to do next. And like I said, I think I'm gonna do like tans and browns at the top and then whites and then blacks. That's the plan. We will see how it goes. Okay, I am now going to get to decorating the top, the center. We're gonna get to the decor time, okay? so I just need to go through and fix the lights, and then I'm gonna dust my other bookshelves, and then we'll come back. I'm gonna do the lights off camera though because it stresses me out, so I don't need the pressure of you watching. Okay, it's time to get going on these shelves. I still have to finish dusting them, and then we will get going on that. Okay, friends, you are looking now at the book-free portion of this room, but we are done, and I am so excited, so obsessed. It is gonna be so cozy. I will, before the outro, insert a clip from this evening, because once the sun goes down, the cozy vibes are gonna be immaculate. But I'm just so thrilled. Are you ready to see it? Are you ready for it? Oh my god. Okay, we'll do like a quick overview and then I'll do some close-ups, but here's a quick little overview of the black and white shelves. They're so good. Keep in mind that them being a little bit more sparse is intentional because I want to have room to grow. My bookshelves before weren't like jam-packed full. Actually, but before my bookshelves were not like jam-packed full. They were more so just like whenever it was time to add new books, it was not fun. So I want there to be room to grow. I don't want it to feel like it's already completely filled up. So that's where we are with our black and whites. At this angle, you can see that we do have our TBR cart here, which is gonna stay right here. And then we have all of our series. I did kind of like fantasy and manga, and then I did all romance through here, and then there was a handful of mystery and one general fiction, and then I forgot about Hunger Games, so it ended up down there. But that's kind of like the organization of this, but I do think it looks cute. It makes me glad that I'm doing my rainbow bookshelves because I think that this is my least favorite of all the shelves. I'm just a hoe for the color coordination. But what do you guys think? And here we have the piece de resistance. Starting from the top, we have got our rainbow shelves. As you can see, this is looking fantabulous. We have got here, this is all of my to be read books, and then this way is my completed. Again, it is quite sparse on that end because it's very spread out, but it'll be perfect. Like I have like 20 books right here on my cart that I've finished reading so far, as well as a couple books on here even, like Say You'll Remember Me and Promise Me Sunshine. Those are books that I need to actually take down for my wrap up at the end of the month, but it gives me the room to grow. Now let's take a look at it from a different angle. Okay, there you go. You can kind of get a full overview of the vibes. It is so good. I'm so excited about it. What do you guys think? I think it's fabulous. I'm just obsessed. Okay guys, here we are in the dark and it is magnificent in here. It's literally everything I could dream. Ugh, so good. Okay guys, that is everything for today's video. This big fat bookshelf redo. I'm sure this video is quite short because it's a lot of time lapses, but it's like 4 o'clock almost and I've been going at this since like 9:30 in the morning and I am exhausted. My hands hurt, my body hurts, and I'm ready to just relax in my new sanctuary. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!